Hey YouTube, I've had a excavator out here, a TB290, 19,000 pound excavator. Got quite a bit of work with it. I had it out here for a week. Walk you through some of the stuff I've gotten done. First thing on the agenda was for me to dig a trench to bury this 2.5-inch electrical conduit so I can get power wired into the place. I've got a 300-foot long run. Telephone pole will be right there. Probably need to walk closer so that you can see where it's stubbed out. So it starts there. That's where the pole's going to go. And it runs all the way out to where you see the truck sitting. I backfilled everything except for a few spots. I wanted to make sure that everything went well with the inspection. Unfortunately, I've got to dig this out. This caved in a little bit, but I'll get some pipes put in so that they can inspect it and make sure that it's deep enough. And I left myself a few spots along the way. Here's the other end. This is where my meter will go eventually. Plan to have that done pretty soon. Next on the agenda was clearing this field. This field was full of stumps everywhere from where the timber guys cleared, but they didn't pull any stumps. So I've cleared it, leveled it a little bit, but I can do the rest with the tractor someday when I find the time. Just not a priority to get perfectly level yet. A little bit of fill dirt over there. More on that in a minute. Well, I had the excavator here. I pulled some stumps and cleared this out and made my driveway a little bit wider. Gives me an option to put a little bit of a swell in down the side to keep the water off the driveway. Widened it about another 5 to 10 foot on each side. There used to be a big pile of topsoil here. I spread it all out, got it nice and even. Fairly level, not perfectly level, but it's pretty smooth. Also put grass seed in it. We've got a couple of days of some pretty decent rain, so hopefully that'll give it a chance to go. Didn't put any fertilizer down, but I think there's a fair amount of nutrients in this soil already. That pile had been sitting there composting for about a year, so it ought to be in pretty good shape. So I planted some grass seed on top of this, and I also ran it along the edge where I cleared by the driveway as well too. Another project I did while I was here was I made a pond. Hopefully someday I'll be able to throw some fish in it and stock it with some tilapia or something like that so I can have some protein. Also we'll be able to have a source of water to pump from for a garden, and the byproduct of lots and lots of fill dirt. I need lots of fill dirt, and there it is. Also put topsoil on this side, so I have quite a bit of topsoil all stacked up down this side. And the pond has filled up nicely. I was a little bit worried because there wasn't even much water when I started, but it's just about full now, so it's looking pretty good. Hopefully this dirtiness of the water will settle down with time. It was just dug two days ago, so needs a chance to settle down a little bit, and hopefully some of this dirt on the top will clear up. The other thing I did was I cleared me a nice path all the way back to the end of my property line along the edge of the wetlands. I wanted to be able to have a little more access to the wetlands to look it over and find a nice little spot to hang out in or something. But anyway, it's not a great road yet, but at least you can walk in it and it's not full of brush, and I can get back there and mow this road if I have to, maybe. I pulled quite a few stumps out of I pulled stumps out of the way along here also, so all the stumps have been pulled out of here, and the road runs from all the way there to where you see all the trees. That's the start of the wetlands. And then I did an additional road that cuts over here, still along the edge of the wetlands, and it goes quite a way. I'm not going to walk all the way out, but it goes quite a ways out there, all the way to the other end of my property. So I've got a little bit of a road cleared out where I can walk through and start adding some dirt and getting a tractor in here to improve it a little bit. And hopefully along these wetlands I'll find a nice shady spot somewhere that'll make a nice hangout. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can keep up with the latest progress.